Hi, today we will analyze a UFO video shot January 9, 2021 in USA in the city or near the city of Fargo. As you can see, we got a lot of articles and news about these UFO sightings happened in North Dakota. We got a view of the video. Now we will see the video. So here we are. We can see this video is very impressive. The object is flashing this light in the fog, and it seems really high in the sky, and surely is an impressive images, is impressive video. So we have here the South African news, the Express News, and other news have spoken about these UFO sightings. As I told you before, in near Fargo or in Fargo, North Dakota, USA. So we have to analyze if this sightings, if this video is true or not. What we can see here is that the zone, the area in which we have this video, these UFO witnesses, is not inside the city. Is probably a little bit outside Fargo. What we have noticed here already by this preview is something odd with this supposed UFO shape. We have taken a shot of this image and we enlarge a little bit, so we can notice something strange here. If we can change the ratio of lights, we can see that in this point we got something that it seems object that block the light. We can see that these lights here as round are like an 8 or an infinite symbol, right? A couple of lights here, here, but strange enough, we see that in that point there is a break, like something very stiff is in the middle. So what we can suppose, yes, surely an object could have some strange device, a UFO, a WAP, UAP, if you want to call it this way, could have some strange device, but it's also true that this object could sound like something very familiar to us. Yes, I know what you are thinking about. Lights, all right, lights that are usually a very large set of lights near the highways or the big streets outside a city. This is our theory, so we will check out. So we now are in Google Maps, as you can see, and we are in Fargo, North Dakota, USA. This is a map of Fargo. As you can see, we are in USA. Oops. Alright, Stati Uniti, USA. So we can zoom in Fargo, alright, and we can search for an area near the city, not directly inside the city. Fargo, North Dakota, and we are trying to find a light that could be mistaken for a UFO, especially with fog, with a bad light. So we go very close to this place, and what we found here is a highway lights. Highway lights that, whoopsie, we got this weird lights. Is a huge set of lights. Now we try to do our job. Just pick up this part of image of the lamps. Right, here we go. We can have just making this zoom up and zooming here and take this part of image right here. Here we go. We can do a comparison to see if it's match. As we can see, we got here the pole, the parts of the light that is holding on the ground, and there are a lot of light here, and more or less the lights that we can hear and more or less the lights that we can see here are very similar. I don't know if it was this exact place, the satellite, or a similar one. My suspect is what we have saw in the video was just a highway light with fog that, if you know, fog increase the strength of light and hide all the other details, like this one. Just turn back here this part of the light, this part of the video, and we can grab an image. We can try to use this part of the video to have a better understand. As you can see here, the light is so spread that it is even difficult to find the various parts of light. But what we can see here, clear enough, is that the light is not very far from the ground, so we can image that we can have here a pole, something that hold the lamps down to the ground. We can do another job just like this. Of course, it's not the same place, but maybe it's not the same lamps. Go here and do this other comparison. We can leave that here. So if I do my job, we can see here that more or less, don't mind that I have make a very thick hole here, but as you can see, here we go, we can have this could be the right. I change the transparency here to make better understand what probably was happened here, like the driver. I guess it was honest. He honestly mistaken this lamp for a UFO, or perhaps was a joke. I hope it is not the case, but you know, it's very hard to think that this is a coincidence, because it's very foggy day. If we write down highway lights with fog. What we could find here is that during night time or in the twilight with poorly lighted sheen, all the lights became very softened. It's very hard here to guess the pole that sustain the lights. So this is my theory, because as you can see, it's hard to see the pole here, right? With a lot of fog, everything is blurred. So it's very difficult to see the pole that sustain the light. So with this situation, of course, oopsie daisy, sorry. All right, here we are. It's very easy to have a situation in which the fog and the darkness hide the pole. So it's very believable that someone have made an error. I hope in good faith, but in my humble opinion, I guess that this is not a UFO. So, in my humble opinion, I guess this is hardly to identify as a UFO. Sorry, folks. I hope next time we will have more luck. Of course, I believe in UFO. I study UFO from all my life, but in this case, I'm afraid it's not a true one.